week of great shows from the year gone by. Tonight, a personal favorite and a tremendous honor. My interview with Al Pacino. Good evening. It should be of no shock to any of you that this is a big thrill for me tonight, because whenever I have been asked questions, who do you want to interview, there's only two people I list right at the top. It's the Pope, who currently is unavailable this evening, and Al Pacino, who is, and we thank him very much for coming. He stars and is the director of the whole magnum behind Looking for Richard from Fox Searchlight Pictures. We'll talk about that and lots of other things. Why have you finally come?
I've come here?
Yes, finally. After years of asking.
Senility, I guess.
Why do you dislike interviews?
Well, I don't. I think it's because it starts with the whole idea of being an actor, which is something that is kind of the anonymity of an actor. That the more anonymous you are, the easier it is for an audience to accept you in a role. I think it starts there, and it's also basically because I think I'm somewhat shy. But
a lot of actors are, though.
Yeah, they are.
But not in a role, right?
You know, it's interesting. You have the two kinds of actors. You have the actor that's shy and the actor that's more extroverted. And you run across both. But I know primarily for me it was always because I thought the more the audience at large knows about you and sees you in animation, talking about yourself, the more familiar they become with your personality, and then when they see you as a character, it's not as they're seeing things about your personality, and they're not looking at the characters.
When one becomes a star,
although I don't believe that anymore, by the way, I don't believe it as much anymore.
Because they accept you now. You know that if you're Michael Corleone, they're going to say that's Michael Corleone.
Yeah.
And they know it's Al Pacino.
Yeah, they know I'm playing a part, and they know I'm an actor, and they've been around long enough.
But you still move them.
Uh-huh.
You still move them. You still get me to believe that what Michael is doing, Michael is doing.
Yeah. I hope so, yeah.
That's part of this fascination. There's lots of things to talk about. This fascination with Richard III.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, you've been doing this forever.
Well, it's as fascinating to me as any Shakespeare play would be, or any play that you think is great or you'd like to be in. The reason Richard is how all these things start. When I was younger, I was doing Richard. And I was,
as a kid, you mean?
Well, when I was in,
acting lessons?
My early 20s and stuff. I did it in school. Then later on, I was asked to do it in a play in Boston. I finally wound up doing it in New York on Broadway. So I was always, that play was always coming to me. And I did other Shakespeare plays, too. So it was more or less a fascination with seeing if I could get this play to translate to an audience. And I think that was the part of doing this, Richard, because it was more an experiment. It starts off like I was thinking, somebody asked me if I would ever make a movie of Richard III, because I had long put it away because I did it in 1978, I think, in New York. And it was over, and I was doing other things. And I thought, well, it's possible, but how would I do it? What would be the context, the concept? Because I think it needed a concept. When we did it in Boston originally, it took place in a church, and we all dressed in modern dress, and the Church of the Covenant in Boston, Massachusetts. And it worked in that environment. And when we took it to New York, it didn't work as well because we didn't have the environment of the church to do it. We were putting it into place. So I thought it needs a concept if I'm going to do it. And I thought about it.
Became actors talking about doing it and doing it.
And the reason that came about is because early on, in the late 70s, I was touring some colleges just as a way of making a connection with audiences, because I'd been away from the stage for a while. And what I would do is I'd go and I'd speak to them, to the student body in these various colleges along the East Coast. I'd say, I'd read excerpts from plays, poetry, prose that I enjoyed particularly. And every time I came to Shakespeare, the audience would back away, didn't want to know it. They were reluctant. So I found that when I would come to the Shakespeare things, even before I said the first words, they just didn't want to hear it. And there was always an ah, they would. And then I started introducing the piece in Shakespeare that I was going to read, I would start talking in a kind of colloquial way, in a language that they could relate to. And in doing that, I would bring them into the story with a language that they were familiar with, and that I was familiar with, and slowly I would segue into the Shakespeare. And what would happen is they would make this transition with me. And ultimately, they would enjoy the Shakespeare because they understood the subtext of it and what it was coming from, and they had time to lose their prejudice over the language.
For an actor, what makes Shakespeare different to do?
Well, for one thing, there are actors who don't want to do Shakespeare, and there are great actors who never did Shakespeare that weren't interested in doing it.
Or afraid of it.
Well, maybe, yeah, but some just didn't prefer it.
To the one who does, though, what does it do for you?
What it does to you, so much of Shakespeare is first of all, the acting in it, if you like it, is easier in a way because Shakespeare supplies you with everything. I mean, in one speech, it's almost like what they call actor proof. Especially if you have the character, if you really understand the play, and if you have a passionate desire to do it, it's interesting because in order to do Shakespeare, I think, for me anyway, you have to learn it. You can't sort of wing it. You can't improvise it. As a matter of fact, what they did in early days is they would give actors 8 or 10 lines at random, just sort of Jacobean lines, Elizabethan poetry, because they would use this poetry if they ever got in trouble. In the sense that they forgot their lines during a production, they'd go to this poetry, and this poetry, they would do it, would give them time to get back and think about what line they missed. Anyway, I'm going off on a thing.
But no, but therefore, for an actor who loves it, it's a hoot.
Oh yeah, if you like doing it. Oh,
is Arthur Miller a hoot? And David Mamet is a hoot?
Oh, man,
the better the writer, the better the...
Yes, but more than that, I think it's the more you relate to the piece, the more you relate to the writer, and there are some writers you relate to more, and it's like music, and some composers, musicians would prefer.
Now you're a kid, you're from Harlem, right? Born in Harlem.
Born in Harlem.
Raised in the South Bronx.
Yeah.
Alphonse Pacino, right? That's your name.
That's what Sidney Lumet likes to call me.
But your real name is Alfredo.
Alfredo, yeah.
You would not have bet if I meet you at 16 in the South Bronx that this kid is going to be making Looking for Richard.
Oh, no. No.
What took you into acting? Why do you act?
Well, there's the long story.
It
starts when I was just a child, I guess. My mother took me to movies because we didn't have television, so she worked all day. So the only time she saw me was she came home at night, and that was her entertainment, was to take me to the movies. So I was alone all day the next day with my grandmother.
No father?
No father, no. And my grandfather, who was working. And I would enact all the parts that I saw the movie the night before. So it was a way of coping with my own loneliness, I guess.
You would do the movie for your grandmother?
Sometimes, but most of the time I did it for myself. I played a different part.
So
it was the way I
played. See Bogart or Cagney?
Well, I actually saw, one that comes to mind is The Lost Weekend, what my mother took me to see when I was 5. Ray Milland, and the one he won the Oscar for. And when I would visit my dad occasionally, he would have me do the scene from The Lost Weekend where Ray Milland's character is looking for the bottle of alcohol. He forgot where he put it when he was drunk, and he needs it now, so he goes wild trying to find it. Finally, it's up in the chandelier. Well, I would do that at age 5 to a group of people, and they would all laugh, and I thought, why are they laughing? This is so serious.
But you liked it?
Well, I related to it.
You liked being that drunk. You liked being, whatever it was, you liked being it, obviously.
I enjoyed, I found that I had a facility to do it, that's all. So, it was something I did. I never thought consciously that I liked it or not. I think that came later on in life for me.
Our guest is Al Pacino as we leave you and break a scene from a terrific movie. I've seen it. In fact, I would say that if you've got someone who doesn't know Shakespeare, take them to see Looking for Richard, and they'll come out with a whole new appreciation of it, and they'll laugh a lot, too, because there's a lot funny in this. We'll be right back. Here's a scene from Looking for Richard.
Is there anything you can think of with Shakespeare that makes you think that it's not like close to you or connected to you in any way?
Yeah, it's boring. The Bank in England, that West Bank uses Shakespeare as, just cover up a bank account number. You can see it's a hologram. They use it as ID to prove it's a real card.
What do you think of Shakespeare? Could you say?
He's a great export.
And who's moving in on Shakespeare now? The Japanese. Because they're kicking the Americans' ass. And they're all interested in Shakespeare all of a sudden.
You know Shakespeare? William Shakespeare? We're peddling him on the streets.
Larry King Live is brought to you by AT&T, your true choice.
Here come the discount long-distance sales reps again. They'd like some more of your precious time. Because if you've got a minute, they've got an offer of big savings over AT&T. Just one catch. That offer of big savings may show up at your door, but it won't show up on your bill. Has a discount long-distance company offered you big savings? Call us for the facts.
Name, Frank, serial number.
They found him near a plane crash. A man with no name.
I think I was a pilot.
And no country. Now, to uncover the truth, they must unlock the mystery of his past.
Ask your saint who he's killed.
Nominated for 7 Golden Globe Awards, including Best Picture of the Year. The English Patient, rated R. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Zales, the diamond store, has diamond, ruby, and gold jewelry for just $99. Proof that a gift doesn't have to be expensive to be priceless. Zales, the diamond and holiday gift store.
Every year the holidays were the same for our 3 pork heroes. Bad gift, huff, puff, and blow. Boring gift, puff, puff, and blow. Until finally, the third and wisest pig took his gift list to Best Buy, where holiday shopping's more fun than a mud bath. And he found a fun gift for his big bad friend. Find the fun in everyone at Best Buy.
Tuesday on CNN's Burden of Proof, a national debate, the separation of church and state.
Are we one nation under God? Jerry Falwell joins us to debate religion, politics, and the law, 12:30 Eastern on CNN.
We're back with Al Pacino. What a life. What a career. The Godfather, 1, 2, and 3, Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon, Justice for All, Scarface, Sea of Love, Frankie and Johnny, Scent of a Woman, Heat, City Hall. What a career.
I did all that? Man.
Was Corleone difficult?
When I first got it, it seemed to me that it would be difficult because I thought this was all about how a character goes from being one thing to finally taking over, and that difference and that transition was difficult, but it was fun because I knew there was a place to go. You know, you start small and then it turns into something like that.
Did you know making it would be as huge as it became?
Oh, of course not.
No idea?
No. I thought there was a lot going on. I thought this was going to be... but I had no idea Francis Coppola was into what he was into, that he was seeing this kind of thing, you know, and was... and Gordy Willis and Dean Tavoularis were doing the decor and the lighting and the script and all. I didn't know that it would all come together like that, and the music.
Did you understand, though, that being Italian, being from where you're from,
yeah,
that flavor?
Well, I tell you, where I came from in the South Bronx, I came from such a mixed neighborhood of so many different kinds of groups. So we were like a melting pot. As a matter of fact, I remember doing a school play, and I remember there was this big pot on the stage, and myself, I must have been 10 or something, and myself and another little dark girl came out, and we were supposed to represent Italy. I didn't know what that meant. I mean, Italy. And I never saw that little dark girl. I wonder what she had to do with me and all. But we would churn the pot because we were all, that was the atmosphere.
Sort of Irish, blacks.
It was, yeah, everybody.
Puerto Ricans.
Yep, yep.
That was a good way then to grow up, wasn't it?
Well, for me, it was. I didn't know any other. And growing up then, too, was a kind of an interesting... The interesting thing about growing up then is that we didn't have anything, I guess, but we didn't know it. We weren't aware of things we were supposed to have, so it was...
As Gleason said, I was poor, but I didn't know I was poor.
We didn't know it, I didn't know. But we had each other. We had a street life, which was always there for us. You know?
Were there mobsters and tough kids, too?
There weren't mobsters, no. It wasn't. There was tough kids around, though, yeah. Sure.
All right. Did you have to audition for Corleone?
Yeah, oh, many times.
You had to read a lot for that.
Yeah. See, Francis, it's with directors, if they have a vision and they see somebody in that, they're unshakable. And Francis is one of those directors. And that's why usually sometimes I've gotten into movies because the director wanted me. The movies that always are tricky is when you and the director have been put together. And it doesn't come out of it. The director doesn't really seek you, you know. So because part of directing is casting. So when he cast this movie, he had all those people in mind: Duvall and James Caan and
Brando.
John Casale and Brando. So he then wanted me, and I couldn't even understand it because I was an unknown. I'd never done a movie, and but he wanted me to play that part to the point where the studio didn't. No one wanted me. As a matter of fact, they didn't want any of the characters in it. There's a documentary, I don't know if you've ever seen it, that talks about that very thing. But
who did they want for your role?
I don't remember. It might have been Robert Redford, or at the time, I don't know who was ever very big at that time.
What was it like to work?
I'm sure Bob Redford didn't want to play it.
In a first movie, to work with Brando?
Oh, well, it was just, you know, I mean, it was a dream. It was like you're dreaming. As a matter of fact, it was you know, it was like the kind of thing you don't think about, really, and then all of a sudden it was there, and he was there. But of course, in the end, when it comes down to it, you are you're brought together by the situation and the fact that you're two characters. I felt that way with Lee Strasberg, who is my dear friend, and we were in the movie together, 2 movies together. But
so when you're in the scene, it's the scene.
Oh yeah, it's like you're up there, you know, walking on a tightrope together. So you sort of need each other and you experience each other as fellow workers, you know. So it's a good way to get to know somebody, I'll tell you.
Speaking of Corleone, we'll be right back with Al Pacino.
You're nothing to me now. You're not a brother. You're not a friend. I don't want to know you or what you do. I don't want to see you at the hotels. I don't want you near my house. When you see our mother, I want to know a day in advance so I won't be there. You understand?
Remember when phone calls were simple? Well, AT&T's making them simple again. Calls from home are one low rate all the time.
Are you saying one rate all the time?
Yeah.
This is from AT&T?
Yeah, it's 15 cents a minute, no restrictions. To anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Daytime?
All the time.
After my nap?
Anytime.
To anybody?
Everybody in America at any time.
953.
Why is this so hard to understand?
No restrictions, no games. The AT&T one-rate plan.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
She rose from nothing to inspire the dreams of a nation and capture the imagination of the world. Madonna, Antonio Banderas, Jonathan Pryce, in an Alan Parker film.
I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
Evita, rated PG. Starts Christmas Day in select cities.
Smoking, colas, coffee, they can all stain your teeth. But new improved Topo Whitening Toothpaste removes tough stains. And it's gentle enough so you can use it every day. Topo, uncover the white.
Log on to CNN Interactive for the latest news, direct from the CNN newsroom. Rated #1 among all basic cable websites. With business from CNN FM, the new financial network from CNN. Sports scores and highlights from Nick and Fred. Fashion and interior design with Elsa. Entertainment news from Lauren and Jim. The whole world of CNN on the World Wide Web. We're here 24 hours a day at CNN.com.
Thursday night, the NBA is on TBS. Alonzo and the Heat are setting the NBA on fire. Can the Magic cool them off in Miami? Magic and Heat, 8 Eastern, Thursday night on TBS. Don't miss a game.
Now, back to Larry King.
We hope this will be the first of many appearances for Al Pacino, because you're a great guest, and you're very expressive, and how you resisted all these years is incredible to me, because, I mean, you're right at home, right? Maybe it'll be Al Pacino live. You want to take your own show.
I just hope this never ends.
Now you love it.
I don't know how they feel about it, but I mean,
now you love it. Now we can go on forever.
Oh, sure.
All right. We're all over the board here, but this is the first time. Selection. What determines I will take this part? Like, let's take a Scent of a Woman, Blind Man.
Yeah.
I will take this.
I see that changes over the years, but like I said before, when a director wants you, that's already a, you know, especially a director you appreciate. And, so, you know, you sort of, it wakes you up, and so you read the script, and you see if you relate to it. I know what I do is I have a reading, and if I feel really alien from the script, I just won't do it. And if I feel there's some kind of a connection, my dear friend and mentor Charlie Lawton usually sits in on the readings, and afterward we discuss. I've done many films like that, and sometimes it's very effective because you'll be reading something and you say, I don't want to do this, and then you read it aloud, and it comes to life for you. And there's sometimes, of course, the opposite works. You think this would be terrific, you read it, and you just can't get anywhere near it. And you can tell, even in a reading sometimes.
Ever turned down something you regretted?
Oh, I've done things I felt...
Done things you regretted? Ever turned down anything?
I turned a lot of things down that became wonderful. Yeah, my sense of choice has been, you know, it's all over the place. So a lot of the way I've chosen during my lifetime has always had to do with where I was in my life at the time. Sometimes I made movie because I felt that I wanted to explore a certain area of what the movie was saying, and not because of the value of the movie or how I could play the character, which I think is a mistake, and I made a few of those. I think that's all right to explore certain areas, but not using the medium of a movie, which is, you know, is out there and is meant to be commercial. A lot of people see it.
You didn't have a relationship with your father, right? Not much of a relationship.
No, not much. But I did with my grandfather.
But siblings, no great relationship, brothers, sisters?
No.
Do you bring that
growing up an only child, yeah.
You an only child. Do you bring that to what you do then?
I would imagine bring it all to what I do, I think. Yeah, I would say.
You bring life experience to a role.
Yes.
So when you're in the role, are you the blind guy in Scent of a Woman? Are you Al Pacino, or are you that guy?
That's an unanswerable question. That's the big question. That's the paradox of acting. You know, it's like anything you do. I mean, you're calling on things in yourself that are there, that make their way through this character you're playing, but you're always you, and you're always the character. So that's the paradox. I know
Did you play it blind, by the way?
Yeah.
Meaning?
Well, meaning I just found a way. Well, no, my eyes are open in Scent of a Woman.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. Well, because you know, when you work with blind people and you get to know them and talk to them and you watch their behavior and how they look, and they're all different kinds of it manifests in different ways. However, you know, you're dealing with the movie, and you have to accommodate that. So you sort of make slight changes. Sometimes you do a part that has a certain accent, like a Scottish accent or something, or a Cockney accent. You can't quite do it the way they'd really speak it because the audience wouldn't understand it. So you make a little change. Same thing with physical things, you know.
So a lot of times in Scent of a Woman, you were not seeing.
Oh, I was never seeing. I didn't focus. No, I never saw.
So you just...
I would just look at you like I'm looking at you now. I can't see you at all. I mean, I'm seeing nothing. I mean, as far as my eyes aren't focusing on anything, so I don't see.
We'll be back with Al Pacino. Here is a scene.
That was a demonstration.
That was great. I like that. Brando did it drunk for me once. I thought he was drunk. We'll be back with more of Al Pacino. God, I hope this doesn't end. Here's a scene from Scent of a Woman.
No mistakes in the tango, Donna. Not like life. Simple. That's what makes the tango so great. If you make a mistake, get all tangled up, just tango on.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Hold me down, son.
Wednesday, it's a Christmas salute to some old friends across America. I'm Larry Woods. Join me as we revisit some people and places that made '96 a year to remember, looking back on a special across America.
How much? Nothing. Thanks.
Was lost, but now I'm found.
Yeah, I'd like to call my mom in Cincinnati. I don't think I have enough money. I really need to talk to my mom. I can help you. Stay on the line.
Hello?
Mom?
David? David, is that you?
Mom, can I come home?
If you're lost or stranded, please call an AT&T operator or 1-800-2BE-SAFE, and we'll give you a free call to the help you need. Blessings of the season from AT&T.
Can MasterCard predict the future? Well, someday a computer chip in your MasterCard will be able to recognize your finger pattern, making your personal ID truly personal and your MasterCard even more secure. MasterCard, it's smart money.
Tuesday night on Larry King Live, an evening of fun and song with the Muppets and Michael Feinstein. Come on along, laugh and sing. It's a happy holiday thing. Christmas Eve, 9 Eastern on CNN. Lots more with Al Pacino after this. Do not go away.
Tuesday on CNN's Burden of Proof, the separation of church and state.
Are we one nation under God? Jerry Falwell debates, 12:30 Eastern on CNN.
A lawyer with a killer instinct defending a killer with a secret.
There was someone else in that room.
Behind every murder lies fear. Primal Fear on pay-per-view.
I saw the tape. I know what he did to me.
Prepare for a primal jolt. Serves up twist after twist.
What about the truth?
The most accomplished whodunit of its kind.
The illusion of truth.
Richard Gere.
I think everyone's going to want this one.
Primal Fear. Get exciting suspense the way you want it. At home on pay-per-view.
Route 44 Poughkeepsie. Quiet, peaceful, serene. Not anymore, because now at Friendly Honda, it's the invasion of 4x4s on 44. That's right. Friendly Honda on Route 44 Poughkeepsie is being overrun with trucks, and more trucks. Honda Passports, Suzuki Rodeos and Sidekicks, Isuzu Troopers, new CRVs and more. Great prices, great deals, great service, great start. The 4x4s on 44 invasion at Friendly Honda. Only you can stop them.
To our viewers around the world, peace on earth from CNN.
To access CNN Interactive on the World Wide Web, call 1-800-WORLDNET, extension CNN, for free Internet software.
apologize if we're all over the board tonight, but we expect to have Mr. Pacino on. He's getting used to this. We're going to make him a regular. We're going to go on a road with this. King talks, Jew asks Italian questions and listens quietly. When you take a role and it doesn't work and you finish it, is that disheartening?
Of course, yeah. Sure.
You give it your best, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all you can do. Sure.
Have you had a hit with something you didn't like?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You see, you just don't know about that. There's things that I thought I liked and nobody...
What was something you really liked? Is it True Scarface one of your favorites?
Yeah.
Critics lambasted it.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I love that movie.
They did. I did, too. I thought it had, it was, I think, like all of those things, a certain time something comes out, I think it had this, Brian De Palma was trying to express something and that had a lot of size to it and
violence.
Yeah, and it didn't have the kind of violence people thought, though, but there was this undertow of it and the language. Oliver Stone wrote that script, you know, and so it's one of my favorites, yeah.
Dog Day Afternoon?
Oh, yeah. Sidney Lumet directed that.
That character?
That's great. John Casale, the late John Casale.
You liked him?
I loved
him. To get into that character in Dog Day?
Yeah. That
You're
was...
nothing like that guy.
Well, no, it's like... I remember having a 3-week rehearsal period, and because Sidney Lumet rehearses actors really, and he's a one of the great stagers of scenes. He tells you where to go, and by doing that, he just creates this kind of environment, and he creates a bank heist. He did it in Dog Day. I mean, just by putting people in positions.
Choreographed.
Yes. So we rehearsed for 3 weeks, and all the time we were rehearsing, we were working on that main scene, the scene between the lover and my character over the phone, that scene. And we spent a lot of time developing that. Plus, we did the whole play, but I had forgotten that the character was not there for me yet. So I remember at the time going into the bank, and one shooting day, our first shooting day, and I had eyeglasses on as a disguise. And then I realized that this guy doesn't want to disguise himself. I think he wants to get caught. And that's when I thought I didn't know anything about this character. So I was watching the rushes that day, and I said to Marty Bregman, who was the producer, I said, Marty, we're going to have to shoot this scene over again. And he said, what are you talking about? And I was out the door. I went home. I got half a gallon of white wine. I used to drink in those days. And I sat all night long. And I drank the wine and thought about this character, went through the whole script with it, and came back the next day and had that guy. And it all started, the seed came when I realized that he wouldn't wear glasses as a disguise. He wanted to be caught. So that was a strange...
Now, what do you say to the Gleasons who would say, hey, go home, get a night's sleep, play the role?
I'd say, I wish I could.
Or is that's the way
well, no, you play some roles you play. I think it's all about how, yeah, I think it's where you want to go. Some roles are more, you intuit a little easier than others, you know.
You can intellectualize.
No, you have an intuitive reaction to it.
You mean you know it?
You know it. You relate to it. And
I got that impression watching you do Huey.
Huey, yes.
Huey was you.
Yeah.
I mean, you had, not you, but you had him down.
Yeah, well, there's something that's a one-act play, a great one-act play written by one of the greatest writers that's ever lived, Eugene O'Neill. So there it was. I had no idea I was going to get into that part until I had done it. I had a reading of it once, and I didn't relate to it. And then I found something, an idea, a thought, came to me, and all of a sudden the part opened. You never know where you're going to get it. You never know who's going to say it to you. You never know if you're going to say it to yourself, a director's going to say it, or a strange person that you know is going to drop something, a hint of some kind, and you go with it.
Is that why you keep coming back to stage, by the way?
I keep coming back to stage because I liken it to a tightrope, like a wire walker. The guys that who walk on the high wire. Yes, I like to be up on that wire because what happens when you're high up on a wire, like the Walanda said, the great Walanda, and they had that terrible tragedy, and by the end of it, he said, life is on the wire, the rest is just waiting. So for me, life is on the wire, and when you do a play, you're on the wire, because as soon as that thing starts, you're into it, you're going, nothing can stop you. It's like, you know, when a plane takes off, you know, you're there. Your point of no return, you know, so that stimulates you in a certain way. And if you had a lifetime of experience with that, it becomes a part of your genes.
Henry Fonda told me once that there were days when he was doing Mr. Roberts, where it would be 3 in the afternoon, and he looked at his watch and wanted it to be 8 o'clock.
Well, I know, yeah.
He wants it to be Mr. Roberts.
It's always in the back of your psyche, so you're carrying it with you all day long. And there's a certain thing that happens when you go on that stage, a kind of a confrontation in a way with yourself. And
how do you like directing?
Really, well, I know it sounds, because I don't mind it. I mean, it's a way of having more control over what you do. That, for one, is good, but that's not a really good, valid reason to be a director. I think it's a way of looking at things. So it's like a director has an appetite to direct something.
Are you therefore?
I don't have the appetite to do that. Occasionally, the reason I did Looking for Richard is because it was an evolution. It came out of, it was a natural extension of what I was doing. It was part of an experiment.
Are you closer to it than other projects because of that?
Yeah.
It's your own money too, right?
Yeah, that's how I sort of, I put my own money in it, and that was a way of experimenting. So I'm doing it at least with my own money. So you're not being watched. You don't have an overseer. You don't have to reach a certain whatever that is about. You have to get a certain finish at a certain time.
But the process is not. Your process is acting, not directing.
That's it. My whole life is acting. That's how I view it. I view people, myself, in relation to that. And suddenly to be directing, it's a different sort of way of experiencing life.
You must be happy with the product, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you ought to be. We have another clip of Looking for Richard, and we'll break and show it to you and come back, and we'll talk about fame and Al Pacino. Don't go away.
You are making this entire documentary in order to show that actors truly are the possession, the possessors of a tradition, the proud inheritors of the understanding of Shakespeare, for Christ's sake. And then you turn around and say, I'm gonna go get a scholar to explain it to you. This is ridiculous.
I hereby knight you, Frederick.
PhD.
PhD of the realm.
God, it's ridiculous.
Remember when phone calls were simple? Well, AT&T's making them simple again. Calls from home are one low rate all the time.
Are you saying one rate all the time?
Yeah.
This is from AT&T?
Yeah, it's 15 cents a minute, no restrictions. To anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Daytime?
All the time.
After my nap?
Anytime.
To anybody?
Everybody in America at any time.
953.
Why is this so hard to understand?
No restrictions, no games. The AT&T one-rate plan.
What a party. I'll never forget it. We started investing in no-load mutual funds with T. Rowe Price right after Randall's first big promotion. People thought we were crazy investing by ourselves. Few people did it back then. Well, we wanted to enjoy our retirement, work with kids, hang out in the backyard, all 40 zillion acres of it.
For over 50 years, we've been helping people invest with confidence. T. Rowe Price.
It's the internet made easy for everyone. Get the latest breaking news from CNN Interactive using AT&T WorldNet service, the internet you'd expect from AT&T. You get technical support from real people all day, every day of the week. Plus, AT&T long-distance customers can get a great one-year trial offer. And start your multimedia adventure with CNN Interactive's worldwide coverage. To get your free internet software, call 1-800-WorldNet now and ask for extension CNN.
What happens on this day will set it apart from all others. The unexpected and the extraordinary. Now there's a global newscast that captures it all, not just here at home, but around the world. Watched by millions in nearly 200 countries who together will discover just how remarkable this day has been. Worldview, weeknight 6 Eastern on CNN.
Tuesday night on Larry King Live, an evening of fun and song with the Muppets and Michael Feinstein. Come on along, laugh and sing. It's a happy holiday thing. Christmas Eve, 9 Eastern on CNN. By the way, Looking for Richard has an incredible cast. Let me just lay it out for you. Penelope Allen, Alec Baldwin, Kevin Conway, he's not bad, Estelle Parsons, Aidan Quinn, Winona Ryder, Kevin Spacey, Harris Yulin, and interviews with Shakespeare veterans like Kenneth Branagh and Sir John Gielgud. A lot of interviews in this, too. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
Vanessa Redgrave and James Earl Jones, too.
James Earl Jones, yeah, we left him out. Kevin Conway's terrific.
Oh, yeah, he's a terrific guy.
You handpick everybody?
Well, yeah, in a way I did, but we all sort of got together, like I say in the picture. You know,
You mean the way it looks is the way it happens?
Yeah, exactly. We said we'll just get people together, see who stays, who leaves, and just play it by ear like that.
All right, first, a call for Al Pacino. You look there?
Yep.
Pittsburgh, hello.
Hello,
Yes.
Al. Hello, Larry.
Hi.
This is a true thrill. Al, I'd like to know who are some of your favorite directors and actors that you have worked with in the past, and also, are there any favorites that it would be a big thrill for you to work with them in the future?
Okay, can we run down some? Favorite directors, Lumet?
Oh, yeah, Sidney Lumet would have to be on top, yeah. And, of course, Francis Coppola. Harold Becker is also a dear friend of mine, a director, and Marty Brest. I love Marty Brest, too.
Anyone you want to work with?
I'd like to work with a lot of them. I mean, it's a long list. I can't think offhand of anyone. Sorry, I can't think.
What was that wonderful movie you made with the short order cook? Frankie
and Johnny. Yeah, that was a wonderful story. Oh, you did? Good.
You were great with her.
Oh, yeah, Michelle.
Ever fall in love with a leading lady?
I have, yeah. That's a problem.
What happens when that happens?
Well, it's uncomfortable when you have to try to keep yourself away from that, because if you do, it affects everything, because you become sensitive to the person in a way that you wouldn't if because you have to maintain that objectivity in order to do the scene. I mean, that's why people with love scenes and stuff like that, you have to keep that distance in order to do a thing like that. Otherwise, it's...
Whereas if you're really in love, it's harder to do.
Of course, because if you're really in love, you should be playing the character, but what you're doing is you're concerned with how she feels, or she's concerned how you feel, and it becomes... It's a classic thing.
Randers, Denmark, hello.
Hello, Al.
Hi.
I'd like to know if you have any plans to appear on stage in Europe. I'm thinking about Dustin Hoffman in '89 appearing in The Merchant of Venice.
Dustin Hoffman did Merchant of Venice in Europe. Do you want to do a play in Europe?
Oh, yes. I have appeared in London in American Buffalo in the West End there. And, of course, I'm thinking of putting a couple of plays together and touring Europe. I really, that's a dream of mine.
Interesting. All right, fame. I said I would ask you about it.
Fame, yeah.
What's life like when you have no privacy and you can't go out and have privacy?
See, that's also was part of the reason I had been reluctant to do interviews, too, because of the kind of privacy that, some people have a kind of a private thing, and
Some are phobic about it.
Yeah, they're phobic about it. And the idea is you are, unless you have had anonymity and lost it, it's hard to know what anonymity is for you. You know what it is. That it is it's a powerful thing to have. It's
anonymity.
Anonymity. It's the ability to be able to be and blend and relate to people on a level where you really are earning anything you do with someone. You're earning the relationship.
It's not because you're famous.
Not because you're famous. But in the end, you have to earn all relationships, even if you're famous. So
but when you've been famous for a long time, like you have, is it now just a way of life?
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you go in a restaurant, they all look up.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, sure.
And how does it affect living?
Well, it's first, it's a matter of adjusting to it naturally, because you'd be crazy if you didn't realize you have to adjust to it. So one day you're one way, the next day everybody knows you, so you're dealing with that. It's funny. Lee Strasberg once said, somebody said to him, saw him and said to Lee Strasberg, "Oh, I know you," and he said, "No, you don't know me." and so that already is an example. You know my name and you've seen me in the movies, but you don't know me. So that's the. I think you just As a matter of fact, he was the one who said to me, you adjust to it. And I've made the adjustment. And
why are we so fascinated with movie stars? As you were when you were a kid and went to that theater?
Well, I think we identify with actors. You know, like Shakespeare says, actors are the chroniclers of our time, you know, so we identify with them. It's a big thing. We see ourselves in them. When we go to a movie, that's part of the release.
We want to be that.
Yeah, we want to be that, or in that situation, or we relate to them, and we identify with certain people, I think.
And the large screen adds to it, right?
Oh, I would imagine.
Bigger than life.
Sure.
Are you comfortable now watching yourself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I always was.
Some don't.
I always was. I don't watch myself that often in a finished movie I've done, but when I first saw myself on screen, I thought that was 26 years ago, and I couldn't believe that was showing, that whatever that was in me that I was feeling was showing. It was really disconcerting. It threw me. But after a while, I immediately knew for self-preservation, whatever it is, I'd have to just maintain that objectivity and not look at that as me, but as a character I was playing and what was going on. If I became critical of it, and took it personal and subjective, it would hurt me. So I had to look at it and say, well, gee, that's not coming there. That's working there, but it's not working there. It's like, becomes like a painting, you know, so you're just sort of orchestrating it as you look at it. You say, gee, I didn't get that right. So otherwise, you beat yourself up, otherwise, you know. If
you go nuts.
Yeah, you get very, you start to brood about it, and I've done that. You know, I thought, but if you don't sort of define yourself by that, but look at it as work, as a character, then you no need to be that hard on yourself.
You'll thank me for telling you to see this. Looking for Richard. We'll be right back with Richard. Don't go away.
Here come the discount long-distance sales reps again. They'd like some more of your precious time. Because if you've got a minute, they've got an offer of big savings over AT&T. Just one catch. That offer of big savings may show up at your door, but it won't show up on your bill. Has a discount long-distance company offered you big savings? Call us for the facts.
Can MasterCard unite the world? Well, the world can't seem to agree on a single language or even a single philosophy, but we can all seem to agree on a single currency. Gold MasterCard, accepted at over 280,000 cash machines worldwide.
This is the place to turn for complete coverage of live breaking news wherever it occurs.
This is the place for lively debate.
From the right and the left. This is the place where you can speak out and your voice will be heard.
This is the place to turn for television's most reliable coverage of business and financial news.
This is the place for lively conversation with top newsmakers and celebrities and your phone calls.
This is the place to turn for the most complete view of the events shaping your world today.
This is the place to turn
For interviews, conversation,
both sides of the issues.
fashion and design, entertainment news,
The world of sports.
Business and financial news.
This is CNN.
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 Now, the worldwide resources of television's only global news organization come together to create a truly international newscast. Worldview, the news the world watches. Weeknight 6 Eastern on CNN.
Sure wish time wasn't running out. Al's next will be Donnie Brasco, in which you play a hitman.
Yeah.
Lefty Ruggiero. This is a true story, the Brasco story, right?
Well, it's based on it's based on true events. It's not necessarily true.
And Daily Variety says you're thinking about playing Aldrich Ames in Killer Spy?
Yes, there's talk about doing that. We haven't decided about it yet. So
is it hard to play a living, real person?
No, actually, I prefer it. I do prefer it because then you can get to meet them for one thing, and it's just fodder. you know, to meet somebody
that you're going to play.
That you're going to play.
Now, people who see Looking for Richard are going to see maybe an Al Pacino they're not used to.
Yeah.
First, they're going to see you as Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because half the movie, you're Al Pacino. Talking to friends, talking to fellow actors. And the other half, you're playing the role you've been talking about playing.
That's right. So it's an unusual, and the whole style of the movie is not the kind of movie that I think audiences are used to seeing me in. So I think it's good for them to know, if they're going to see a piece like this, that they're not going to see the usual movie I've been in.
Call from Phillipsburg, St. Martin's. I guess that's the Virgin Islands. Hello.
Yes, hello. My question is, was there ever a time in your career that you thought of quitting?
Ah.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Thought of quitting?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, it's almost 15, 20 years ago. I did quit for a while. I was out of it from 85 to 89. I didn't make a movie, but then I got broke and I had to go back.
Were you having troubles?
Well, the time before, I was having troubles adjusting with different things, and I thought, you know, I actually didn't want to, I wanted to sort of get out of the movie business at that time. I think I wanted to just go somewhere, do theater, whatever, and get out of the kind of fray of it all, the light of it all at that time. But of course, things have changed so much, not only with me and the world, it's just a different relationship to the whole success and fame thing. The other time is I took a kind of a sort of sabbatical for about 2 or 3 years, where I just didn't do anything. And then that's why Sea of Love, I came out with Sea of Love in 89.
You hadn't done a movie for
I hadn't done a movie for 4 years.
And had done what?
Well, I was just sort of...
drifting?
Drifting, having some fun. It was a wonderful period.
No depression?
No, it was a wonderful time. I really enjoyed it because I'd made that little picture I made called The Local Stigmatic, this 52-minute picture, which I didn't direct, but I was in. And I did a couple of workshop plays. And I sort of enjoyed the whole idea of just not having to do anything.
We'll be back with our remaining moments with the brilliant Al Pacino, the first of many visits. Don't go away.
We've painted the morning sun in Santa Barbara that burns away those blue-gray mists that cool the coastal vines and brighten all the colors in the grapes that go to make a brighter shade of Chardonnay. Meridian Chardonnay, raised in California sunlight, aged in French oak. This is the art of Meridian, the bright, rich flavors in every glass of Meridian Chardonnay.
Uh-oh, I still have to get gifts for Uncle Bob.
The holidays. It's a wonderful time to lose your mind and go broke. But holiday shopping is easy at Office Max. Hey, it's the office products and Christmas gifts superstore. Yeah. With great stuff like Texas Instruments electronic organizers or IBM computers at guaranteed low prices that will make you quite, you know, joyous. So, shop at Office Max this holiday and save time, money, and very possibly your sanity. Office Max, we go to the max for you.
You can go down any street corner, look behind every late-night cafe, or walk the boulevard of hopes and dreams, and you'll know you're there. Some folks call it a channel, but Turner Classic Movies is, well, it's movie heaven. Yeah, Turner Classic Movies, movie heaven, where the stars shine night and day, and a million stories are just waiting to be told. It's the greatest movies of all time, uninterrupted and commercial-free, and it's open 24 hours a day. To get a little piece of movie heaven for your very own, all you have to do is call your cable company and tell them you want Turner Classic Movies. Truly movie heaven.
Above the line, he was a hero. Below it, he was corrupt.
Cross the line! Join the team, sir!
Turn one angry voice into a powerful union with Jack Nicholson as Hopper. Friday night at 8. The new classics are on TNT.
And I said I would ask you this. We've got about a minute and a half left. What do you do when you attain your goals?
My goals?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine you're a kid, you wanted to be famous, you're famous. You wanted to be a major actor, major actor. You think about awards, you won all the awards. What's left?
Well, this.
This? This is a crowning night in your life?
Johnny Carson. Well, he's not on anymore.
No.
Oh, now you're going on a career. Now we're going to see you everywhere, huh, Pacino? Regis Philbin is next for you, right? Yeah, that's a crowning moment. What, when you made it all?
Well, the idea is that there's always something to do. There's always things around because you never know when that play comes alive to you, or that you read that book, or somebody brings you something and you get excited about it. You're really looking to go where your passions take you, really. It's what turns you on, really. And I think that's the idea. You don't think of things in terms of accomplishments or whatever, even goals. I don't. I just think of I'm alive and here I am still, you know. And if
Are you in good health, by the way?
Oh, thank God I am, yeah.
You mentioned drinking before. Were you ever a drinker?
I was a drinker, you know.
Alcoholic?
I did, yeah, drinking and drugs, sure.
How'd you lick it?
I had some help. I had dear, dear, wonderful friends who helped me through it, and you know, it's always a struggle, but it's.
You able to work while you were in it too?
Well, yes, I was working and in it, but I always took the time when I worked not to do it, and then as soon as, of course, like Olivier once said, though, you know, the great line is the best thing about acting is the drink after the show, you know. So
the best thing about this is spending an hour with you. I hope there'll be many more.
Same here.
Hope you had a good time.
I sure did. Thank you.
Thank you, Al. You made a dream come true for me, and we look forward to your next appearance. Speaking of looking forward, we got some terrific shows coming up this week, so if you missed them the first time around, don't miss the encore.
Welcome to Later. I'm Eleanor Mondale, and I just got to tell you, the timing for me to be here at NBC tonight is perfect because actually tonight, at midnight, the restraining order expired, so now I can get within 1,000 feet of George Clooney. Actually, he's backstage right now. I'm going to bring him out, but first of all, let me introduce him properly. You know him as the very talented star of the hit NBC series ER, and of the new film One Fine Day. He's also the new Batman, and he is gorgeous. And for the next half hour, he is mine, and I get paid for it. Please welcome George Clooney. This effect you have on people.
I know, I can see that.
People screaming and squirming and stuff. Well, I'd like to share with our viewers the last time I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we were at dinner and everybody around us was drinking tequila, but we weren't.
What were you drinking?
We weren't. We were drinking water, remember?
Yes. Boy, I almost forgot that.
Yeah.
Yes, we were drinking a lot of water.
We were drinking a lot of water and watching other people drink tequila.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was.
But you just got in New York to do One Fine Day.
Yeah, that's
and here
right.
it is all finished and you're out promoting
we're ready
it.
to. Yeah, I'm out plugging it now.
And we're sitting here and we're talking and
Talk
you're going to tell me all about it?
You want me to tell you about the movie?
Yeah. Oh, first of all.
Well, it's a little story about what?
A lover guy.
Mm-hmm.
You're making out with Michelle Pfeiffer.
I know, it's pretty good, huh?
I was going to say, I mean, it looks good.
Yeah,
Not
it's kind
that I'm
of
a
fun.
voyeur or anything. I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of fun, you know. Tough job I have, you know, making out with Michelle Pfeiffer and yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Michelle?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go 10 on that. I mean,
Really?
wouldn't you?
It's
I
as
mean,
good
Michelle?
as well.
I mean, you know.
I really
know.
thought about it, but
Well, think about it. I mean, it's Michelle. Yeah,
it
you
looked
gotta go
very
10.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
She's cool to work with.
She's really cool to work with. She's really nice, and she's very funny, which a lot of people don't know. She's a funny girl. So yeah, it was fun. It was a fun shoot, actually. Strangely, it was fun. But the movie's horrible. But we had just a great time doing it.
Yeah. Well, who cares about the movie? It's all about
Yeah,
your
it's-
friendships and making out for money.
Yeah, and drinking, just drinking.
Water.
Water.
But what's the storyline of the movie? I mean, don't give the end away or anything.
Well, not to give the end away, everyone dies.
It's a family movie.
Probably shouldn't have said that. Well, I'm no, that's Batman.
Yeah.
That's
This is One Fine Day.
Yeah, that's right. Michelle and I are single parents, I'm raising a daughter, and she's raising a son, and because of because I'm an idiot, I kind of, we meet in a day that we were supposed to, that I was supposed to pick up her kid and take it to school. And I don't, so we end up, both of us, fighting over who has to take care of the kids for the day, in a very busy day. And it's a...
And then you fall in love and you're making out.
And we make out at the end. That's
Do the kids see you making out? I'm worried about that.
I don't think you should worry. Really, it's okay. No, we don't make out that much. It's a PG film.
Yeah, really.
But you should see the cable version. That's the one you want to see. No, go ahead. No,
so another thing we were discussing as we were drinking water and others were having martinis.
Yes, that's right. We were just drinking water.
And tequila.
Yes.
We had a big, long discussion, and it disturbed me deeply, about nipples on the bat suit. Because you had just found out you were the new Batman, and...
Yeah, I lost that thing, and I was trying to get the nipples sanded off, because they just put nipples on it. Well, not yours.
I know, but it hurts just to think about it.
Come on. Yeah, they put nipples on the
But what's your problem with nipples?
It just doesn't look right, nipples on a bat suit.
I think you have a problem with male nipples.
I do have a problem with male nipples. But
now you're sporting them, and...
Yeah, I got a nice cod piece in the trade-off, so it was a good deal. Yeah. I'm really proud.
Welcome to Later. I'm Eleanor Mondale, and I just got to tell you, the timing for me to be here at NBC tonight is perfect, because actually tonight, at midnight, the restraining order expired, so now I can get within 1,000 feet of George Clooney. Actually, he's backstage right now. I'm going to bring him out, but first of all, let me introduce him properly. You know him as the very talented star of the hit NBC series ER, and of the new film One Fine Day. He's also the new Batman, and he is gorgeous. And for the next half hour, he is mine, and I get paid for it. Please welcome George Clooney. This effect you have on people.
I know, I can see that.
People screaming and squirming and stuff. Well, I'd like to share with our viewers the last time I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we were at dinner and everybody around us was drinking tequila, but we weren't.
What were you drinking?
We weren't. We were drinking water, remember?
Yes. Boy, I almost forgot that.
Yeah.
Yes, we were drinking a lot of water.
We were drinking a lot of water and watching other people drink tequila.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was...
But you just got in New York to do One Fine Day.
Yeah, that's
And here
right.
it is all finished and you're out promoting
Yeah, we're ready to... Yeah, I'm out plugging it now.
And we're sitting here and we're talking and you're going to tell me all about it?
You want me to tell you about the movie?
Yeah. Oh, first of all...
Well, it's a little story about... What?
A lover guy. Mm-hmm. You're making out with Michelle Pfeiffer.
I know, it's pretty good, huh?
I was going to say, I mean, it looks good.
Yeah,
Not that I'm a voyeur or anything. I mean...
Yeah, it's kind of fun, you know. Tough job I have. Making out with Michelle Pfeiffer and yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Michelle? I gotta go 10 on that. I mean,
really?
Wouldn't you?
It's
I mean,
as good
Michelle?
as well.
I mean, you know.
I really thought about it, but
well, think about it. I mean, it's Michelle. Yeah,
it looks very good.
Yeah, it's good.
She's cool to work with.
She's really cool to work with. She's really nice, and she's very funny, which a lot of people don't know. She's a funny girl. So yeah, it was fun. It was a fun shoot, actually. Strangely, it was fun. But the movies. Horrible, but we had just a great time doing it.
Yeah, well, who cares about the movie? It's all about your friendships and making out for money.
Yeah, and drinking, just drinking.
Water.
Water.
But what's the storyline of the movie? I mean, don't give the end away or anything.
Well, not to give the end away, everyone dies.
It's a family movie.
Probably shouldn't have said that. Well, I'm no, that's Batman.
Yeah. This is One Fine Day.
Yeah, that's right. Michelle and I are single parents, I'm raising a daughter and she's raising a son, and because I'm an idiot, I kind of, we meet in a day that we were supposed to, that I was supposed to pick up her kid and take it to school. And I don't, so we end up, both of us, fighting over who has to take care of the kids for the day, in a very busy day. And it's
And then you fall in love and you're making out.
And we make out at the end. That's
Do the kids see you making out? I'm worried about that.
I don't think you should worry. Really, it's okay. And we don't make out that much. It's a PG film.
Yeah, really.
But you should see the cable version. That's the one you want to see. No, go ahead. No,
So
go ahead.
another thing we were discussing as we were drinking water and others were having martinis.
Yes, that's right. We were just drinking water.
And tequila.
Yes.
We had a big, long discussion, and it disturbed me deeply, about nipples on the bat suit.
I
Because
know,
you had
it's
just
not
found
right.
out you were the new Batman, and
Yeah, I lost that thing. And
I
I was trying to get the nipples sanded off, because they just
Ouch.
put nipples on. Well, not yours.
I know, but it hurts just to think about it.
Come on. Yeah, they put nipples on the
But
bat
what's your
suit
problem with nipples?
again. It just doesn't look right, nipples on a bat suit. It's just-
I think you have a problem with male nipples.
I do have a problem with male nipples. But
But now you're sporting them, and
yeah, I got a nice cod piece in the trade-off, so it was a good deal. Yeah, I'm really proud of that. Although Robin's is quite large. Clearly, I must have lost that.
so you're telling me that
The boy wonder?
that'll be
Yes,
something.
wonder no more.
And I just want to talk about nipples.
That's
and
right.
We went down that
There
road.
we go, right down the road.
Because it's your
It's later, though.
way. So, but I also heard, getting back to nipples, doesn't Batgirl have nipples on her bat suit?
I'm really not allowed to divulge that.
Come on.
I can't tell you. I can tell you, but of course I'd have to kill you.
But that'd be great. It'd be really good for rating.
It'd be big. A snuff show.
So with the bat suit, let's get
kill
back to the cod piece and the nipples, and you have a rear end too, right?
Oh, yeah, I got a nice... They gave me back. Batman's got back now.
When you sit down, is it squishy or is it...
I'm not going to talk about my butt on television. I'm not going to do it. I got a nice cape to cover the whole thing, but it's
so
nice.
why have a back?
Well,
I know I'm
just
getting,
so I know it's there.
I'm nitpicking here, but I think
know.
also something that I think our audience was asking earlier, or somebody.
No one asked this today. It's something on a card that you just
No,
want
it's
to
not even on the card.
Okay, all right, let's
it's right here.
Okay.
How do you go to the bathroom when you have all the...
Well,
Is it a process? I mean, do you have a catheter or you have a...
Yeah, I have a... Oh, you mean in the bat suit? Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
just in general, you know.
It's got to take a while to get on.
No, you have you actually get time enough to go to the bathroom. They do that for you.
But it's a long process. I don't need the
it's not that
details.
bad. You actually have a little zipper down there. Oh, sure. They give you a little bat zipper. Yeah.
You're going to keep this suit for your...
Oh, sure.
Was it weird to find out you were going to be the new Batman? I mean...
Yeah, it was. I mean, I grew up, putting on that outfit, like last year or something. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I got to know Joel Schumacher briefly, and he called me up and came over to the house and said, "Do you have any interest in being Batman?" And I said,
"No."
Yeah, sure, I guess. And the only part that's been difficult is the work schedule, which has been a little tough. But other than that, it's...
You're working like crazy.
It's okay.
Give an example of a week. George Clooney's week.
Well, there's a, let's see.
But don't drag it out, because it could be boring.
Okay, it could be quick. It could be boring. Well, there's Monday through Thursday is ER. I'm a doctor. No, I'm going to do it quick now, because you've hurt my feelings.
I'm so sorry.
And Friday through Sunday is Batman. That's what I do. So it's 7 days a week.
No days off?
No. Although I got a little turkey time. I got about 4 days off for Thanksgiving, so...
that must have been heaven.
Here I am, fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah. It's okay. It's, the truth is, when you've had the career I've had, if someone says you want an opportunity at a film career, but you got to work 7 days a week, you go, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
You had a rough start.
Yeah, it was tough.
How did you keep the faith? I mean,
well,
you were living in a closet. I always hear that story.
Well, but I'm out of the closet now.
You're freed.
You're
out of the closet and you live with a pig. But we'll get to that later.
That's a whole other story. What question did you ask me just now?
I was talking about early George.
Right. It wasn't that big a struggle, though,
no.
honestly. I mean, I did have, a couple of years there that I didn't make any money and was living in a closet. But for the last, 13 or 14 years, I've been on a television series. Not necessarily good television series, but I've been on TV. So if you're working at all and you're an actor, then you're doing okay. So sometimes people are a little nicer than they, or give me a little more credit than they should,
It's just a lot of stuff I read, because I read a lot about you, because
I know
had the stalker thing, and that's why they had the restraining order. And
oh, yeah, I know, I saw that.
Anyway, what I read was that you were just constantly running into walls, career-wise, just trying this and trying that, and I just wonder what kept you going. And even your dad said, "Don't do it, you'll fail."
Yeah. Well, oh, yeah, because parents don't do
thanks,
that.
Dad.
Mostly, I guess, drugs, I would think.
Well,
drugs and drinking.
That's really good. On that note, we're going to go to commercial. This show is sponsored by a chemical company. We'll be back in a few minutes. Please stay with us.
Like that someday.
You know, I really can't stand it, those people who blame their worst traits on everyone but themselves. It's so 90s.
Oh, good. Man, what are you talking about?
You're blaming your Peter Pan complex on your mother. The one you're so proud of.
Friends.
I don't have time for friends.
That's because of your Captain Hook complex.
My what?
Captain Hook complex.
There's no such thing.
Yes, there is, and you have it.
Hello, welcome back. You're watching Later on NBC. I'm Eleanor Mondale. My guest tonight is George Clooney. Everybody mobs you wherever you go. That must be the way.
Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah. So you're feeling a little like Jesus Christ Superstar with the...
Sure.
Yeah.
It'll go away pretty quickly, I think. A couple of years, and they'll be, you know,
No,
you want fries with that?
It's a problem, isn't it? I mean, all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but the last few years, you've become this big, giant...
It's not a problem, actually.
Icon.
Most of it's great, you know. I think it's something everybody wants or thinks they want. And then there's little elements of it that aren't always great.
Inside edition-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be mean. I mean,
now, you're a star that stood up for yourself in terms of paparazzi and personal invasion.
Yeah, I didn't really. All I did was write a letter just saying I didn't want to. For me, it's only about paparazzi video in general, which are, I think what people mistake is I think they all think that these are these professional guys out with cameras taking pictures, but most of the time they're a bunch of young kids who you know, run around with their own personal video cameras, and they start fights with you. They try to pick fights with you, and if it was just picking fights with you, that'd be one thing, but when you're walking with your parents or you're walking with your girlfriend, they pick fights with them, and then when you stand up to them, they sell that tape to different television shows. And so, you know, for me, my fight was only about making people responsible for what they say. If they're going to do that, if, you know, one of these shows was going to do that, then I wanted them to at least to be them, not to be, you know, some 17-year-old kid with a video camera. And I just, my feeling is you just have to be responsible for what you say. I have to be, so I think that other people should too. You got to remember, I live a very charmed life, and things are pretty good for me, you know, and I get to kiss Michelle Pfeiffer, and you know, life is pretty good. So I don't complain, and I don't have any complaints.
Right.
My only issues are with, my father is a journalist, and my only issues are with whether or not you should be allowed to hurt people. You know, if you're putting bounties on people's heads and you're saying, okay, $300,000 for a picture of Madonna with her baby, then you've got a lot of people out there with video cameras who basically kick in the door of her home and take shots of her, and that's what they do. And that's what you're kind of creating these bounty hunters. So I just said, you know, I'm not going to help one part of this company make money while the other part is using that money to buy videos of me. That was all.
So what kind of stuff happens to you? I mean, obviously you walk out the door and pretty much everybody knows who you are. Like, most of us could just go buy a pair of socks at the store or go get some dinner or something like that. Is it difficult for you?
No, only, you know, it's difficult if you make it.
Talk about your hardships, George.
Okay, I'll tell you about my hardships. There's a man chasing me with a gun. Now, behind you. It's back there.
That's your imagination.
It's not... Paranoid? What are you talking about? No, I'm not... hardships, there really aren't any. You know, part of the reason I did this was because I wanted to do it now, when it was just pictures of my girlfriend and I backstage of Batman, because if I stood up for myself when it was a story about me, you know, sleeping with my pig, then all of a sudden...
We're going to get to that in the next segment.
Then it becomes about that story as opposed to being about the issue. So it seemed like it was the right time to stand up and say, you know, let's just at least take a look at what we're doing and be very careful.
And you sort of won a little victory, didn't you?
I won some.
Yeah.
I'm winning a little.
I like that a lot.
We'll see.
We're going to talk about your personal life when we come back.
Wait a minute.
You
I won't
said
be
we
here.
could. We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
What did I say to you? I said, buy the road map and leave.
What the f am I supposed to do, Seth?
You're doing right now.
Seth, I'm telling you, the way he looked at us, you especially, I knew he knew. Low profile. Words, low profile. Hey, Richie, how's your hand? It hurts like a...
Let me tell you what low profile is not. It is not. Take it to a hospital.
watching later on NBC. I am Eleanor Mondale. This is George Clooney, and we're about to play a game.
Uh-oh.
Just the kind you like. It's not a board game, and it's not Twister. It's
Check,
called
please.
Fact or Fiction. Okay, I just want to know if these things are true, because we were talking about the paparazzi earlier on.
All right, I'm very excited.
Got first acting role by showing up at audition. They drop words out of these. With a six-pack of beer. True?
Close enough. I got my first job on a Japanese commercial showing up with a six-pack of Sapporo. Yeah.
See? That's handy
Bring
to know.
gifts. That's my theory on
Yeah?
auditioning.
Where's mine? Oh, you're not auditioning.
I'll show you.
Okay,
I
next
got
one.
this job.
I can't stop laughing.
Okay, come on, mean
in
one.
Return of the Killer Tomatoes,
Yeah.
spoke the line, that was the bravest thing I've ever seen a vegetable do.
So we're going to get mean on this show.
Was
you know
that
that's
mean?
No, it's very true. It's true. I'm sure I said it.
Come on, do it for us.
No, I'm not going to do it.
What was your motivation?
Exactly. Oh, man. Yes, let's bring out all the old ones.
Yeah, okay, here's one.
Come on, let's see.
I know you love this one.
Okay.
Played a Mexican transvestite in a movie.
Yes, I did, and I'm proud of it. Yes, I did, and I'm proud of it. That's, yeah, my cousin Miguel was doing a film, and
Oh, right.
and said, "You want to come down and play the Mexican transvestite?" And I thought, how could I turn that job down?
Kind of like the Joel Schumacher thing. Yeah, sure.
Sure, I'll just do it.
Batman, Mexican transvestite.
Either
Why
one.
not do both?
Fishnets, whatever.
Was it fishnets?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Come on.
No.
You know, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Can I just sidetrack for a minute?
Uh-huh.
Not too personal, not getting like people's names or anything.
Okay.
Do you think that, do you like girls in flannel pajamas or like that kind of thing? Not a transvestite,
Oh, you're
but a
talking
thing.
about the full... Like,
just curious, because I've always liked to ask men because they're also different.
I don't know. It's kind of, it depends. Depends on the girl, I
Okay.
suppose. Because if it's your mother, I think you want her in the flannel pajamas.
Okay, say...
That's just a theory, though, you know.
Let's, okay.
Okay.
I'll move
Okay.
on, because it gets a little personal. I'm
understand.
always curious about
I
those
know.
things. I also heard that you have a tattoo of Eric LaSalle on your butt.
Well, that's true. But that's from a drunken night in Cabo.
Was I there, too?
You were there. Yeah.
Okay.
That's false.
False.
Yeah, that's false. I don't
Okay.
have Eric LaSalle on my butt.
Okay.
But I do like him, and I'm fond of him. But I just don't have a tattoo of him
Oftentimes,
on
he
me.
will put his hand there.
Yes, he'll touch me there,
Yeah.
but not...
But that's not...
But there's no tattoo there.
Right, okay. Okay, so I promised we were going to talk about your personal life. I promised these guys.
All right.
And then I
start
talked
drinking
to you,
again.
and we just... Yeah.
Mhm.
So you have this fabulous girl in your life.
Yeah, I do. It's great.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's
I'm very
nice.
happy for you.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice for me.
I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to go out with her.
No. Well, she's a drinker, you know, and that's important.
Just as I was going to bring out the tequila. But I do kind of have a question. I mean, I'm a pet lover and everything, but I do wonder why you would choose a pig for a pet. And I also wonder the hazards that go along with it. I mean, I have a 200-pound dog, but that's not like having a pig.
You know what? You got me there.
But, like, do
well,
you
I
have...
figure it's like an earthquake survival kit, you know. The big one hits, and you got food, you got... That's my thinking.
That is nasty.
That's not right.
You don't
Max,
say
put this
that.
apple in your mouth. 7.0.
No, but seriously, do you have like one of those groomer trucks come up and scrub them up once a week?
Well, no, I don't have the, you know, what is it?
The pet wash, you wash,
yeah,
mobile, happy,
you wash your
scrubby?
pet at home thing. No, I don't have that. But I do, there's a mobile vet that comes and trims his tusks and his hooves. And he does a little thing for me, too, while
You
I'm
get a
there.
little pedicure?
Just a little thump.
A little
with the
manicure, pedicure?
I've had him for 9 years. I got him when I was doing, boy, I think it was the Roseanne show. So about in the first season of that. So it was about 9 years ago. And
Well, you guys look, here they are in Vanity Fair.
I'm the one on the right.
And hey, look. Oh, wait, here it is. Whoa. Zoom in really close, because I want to talk to him about the pig's skin condition here. I'm a little worried about the grooming thing. Also, you look very good on the cover. Can
Oh,
you
yeah,
show
that's
that?
a good picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Often,
Are they showing that?
usually I sit like this.
You don't have a problem with posture tonight, but there, I think you were doing
I have a
that.
little problem.
Come hither
Yeah, it's...
thing. So let's see. You have a beautiful, fabulous girlfriend.
Yeah.
You have an extraordinarily unusual, lovely, loving pet. With
pet.
psoriasis.
He's got little eczema.
Which I think
that thing's gonna find you.
Oh, it's American Veterinary Association.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, and you live, from what I understand, with a bunch of guys.
Yeah, I live with there are some guys living at my house. Yeah.
So it's like just this animals, guys, and one beautiful goddess.
It's like Wild Kingdom at my place.
What's that thing you have on your mantelpiece which personally cracked me up, having been married twice?
You were married twice? Really?
Can I put my tell the audience what it is?
Oh no, it's what? Oh, the dragon with the rings on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's just all my friends who've been married and divorced have put their ring on the dragon.
I would be honored if I could put
I would really
six or
enjoy
seven
that.
rings.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's room on the dragon for you.
Hey, come on! I got a few more under my belt. We must take a break now, I think, before we get into my personal life. We'll be back with a few more precious moments.
Announcing the...
Hi, I'm George Clooney, and I'm on the cover of Vanity Fair. No, seriously, welcome back. You're watching later? We have 30 seconds, and I want...
Get off of that.
I have a present for you, George.
Really?
Yeah. I have recently obtained certain contraband from the land of Cuba.
Of Castro.
These would be illegal if I purchased them, but certainly I never would purchase or smuggle.
No.
But I remember another time when we were not drinking and...
Oh, yeah, that was another time that we weren't drinking.
Yeah, and we were not smoking cigars.
These are Cubans.
And, yeah.
These are illegal.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to make a citizen's arrest.
Oh, shoot. Anyway, so...
Thank you very much. These are very nice.
Yeah.
I don't smoke, but the bow's nice. I'll just...
Well, don't you have friends that smoke? Like people you want to...
No.
What is that wrapped with? I let them wrap it here. It's like...
Toilet paper.
This is how NBC wraps stuff with toilet paper. Anyway, thank you very much for being on the show. You're funny as heck. We're all going to run out and see your movie one fine day. Batman.
Yeah, all of them.
What's the other one?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker?
Yeah.
Everything. You're working too hard.
Yeah. Well, not too hard.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
It's coming.
A major television event only on NBC. The Rock in 3D.
Oh, my gosh!
Legend has it that when the sun slips away, the breeze is warm, and the tide is right.
You put the spell on!
You can find your one true love on Sunset Beach.
You put the spell on me.
Aaron Spelling brings the legend to the tri-state area.
You put the spell!
Sunset Beach, coming January 6th to NBC Daytime.
This is the year we connected with the world.
Flight 800 has exploded.
O.J. Simpson took the witness stand, and he adamantly denied that he was the killer.
Build that bridge to the 21st century.
Chaos on the streets of Atlanta.
Thank goodness for all the adrenaline, because I think that's what pulled me through.
This is the year MSNBC changed news forever, on cable and the internet. From now on, everything else is history. MSNBC, get connected to the future.